Hi Rich, this is Bob with GolfLessonsForAll.com. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for sending your video in for analysis and wanted to compliment you on your swing. You've got a very athletic looking swing, a lot of great fundamentals. Obviously you put a lot of time into it and I'm really excited about this opportunity to help you here. You've got a couple real minor issues with your golf swing which we're going to go over. And we're going to get started right now here. I've also included an example touring pro here to show us as a guide some of the positions we're going to need to get to in our lesson here. And as you can see, we're showing your swing in slow motion here, and you got very nice rhythm. Fundamentals are really pretty sound. The flaw in your swing has to do with your posture. And we're going to get started with that right now. So let's get just back to the beginning. And what I'm going to do here is I want to draw a line on the top of your head. And I'm also going to draw another line on your spine. These are the points that we really want to focus on right here when we're watching you swing. As you can see, when you swing, fundamentals are really nice. You got good setup, good posture. We got the taking the club back. Very nice takeaway. Very athletic looking swing. And as we're getting to the top, you can see your head is maintained very steady. I'm going to stop it right here. And this is really pretty good position. Yes, I've heard you've probably had comments about, well, Rich, your swing is very short, but your swing is a little bit short, but is not a factor in why you're inconsistent. The length of your swing is fine, and the fundamentals are very sound. So here's where the breakdown occurs. On the way down, your head should drop slightly on the way down while you maintain your posture through impact. And as you'll see, yours will continue to, it'll start to rise, and your posture will then rise up. As you can see, you've kind of lost your posture. See where the line was in the beginning, and now we've already straightened up. Instead of rotating level, we straightened everything up. We're almost standing straight up at just after impact here. And our head is actually rose about 2 inches, when in fact we want that head to stay pretty still or drop just a little bit in the ideal situation. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back to just after impact. And I'm going to move you up just a little bit here. Okay, then we're going to get started on Mr. McLean here. And he's going to also be a point of reference for you. We're going to get his head, a line on his head as well. And then a line on his posture. Now as we go ahead and move him through slow motion, you'll see that he will maintain his posture and his head will drop slightly at the top of the backswing to start the downswing. Very good fundamentals, and then you can see here comes his head dropping down to the ball. You can see the two positions, how he's maintained the posture and right on the spine angle. His head has dropped just a little bit, about an inch or so, where in your case you have straightened up and then your head has raised up an inch or so. So what we want to really focus on for our lesson is to a couple drills that you're going to want to do are the following. One, you're going to want to put a club shaft over your shoulder like a driver, a long shaft over your shoulders, and practice swing in your address position, turning your shoulders back, turning them through until your right shoulder hits the ball, and the shaft is pointing at the ball before you pull out of your posture. Very similar to Mr. McLean here. See this angle right here with his shoulders. This is where we want to really focus on. I'm going to draw a line here to help you with that. And what we want is that line right there. It's very imperative that we get there with our hips moving level. In your case, your hips have not turned. Now you're left where your hands and your shoulders are turning, which creates the inconsistency. The second drill I'd like you to do is when you're hitting balls, hit balls your right heel completely off the ground. Take a full backswing. Even though your heel's off the ground, it'll feel a little uncomfortable in the beginning. And then go ahead and keep continuing to swing through the ball, and you'll get the sensation of your right heel off the ground, similar to Mr. McLean here, and see how your foot is stagnant here on the ground. Okay, we want to get those hips moving to the left and turning this way. So then you get off of that right side, and then your hands will slow down, and you'll be less handsy, similar to Mr. McLean, and be a lot more consistent. So I'm going to review a couple things with you here, and we're going to get rid of Mr. McLean here. And what I really want you to focus on for your lesson is these simple changes that we're making. And I really want you to focus on the foundation that you have started with such a beautiful golf swing. I'm excited about the challenge, the changes that you're making, and what the potential is for your game. With these simple corrections you're going to make, you're going to shoot the best scores you've ever shot in your whole life. And unfortunately, you've created some habits here with the pulling up at impact. It's going to take some practice. There is a direct correlation between practice and results. So if you go ahead and practice diligently on maintaining your spine angle and getting your hips to move a little bit better through impact, while you're maintaining your spine angle, you're going to shoot some of the best scores you've ever shot, and your consistency is going to get a lot better. After we get done with that, we can continue to work on your swing. You mentioned that you could use a little bit more power, and we'll address the power and how to create more leverage in your next lesson, but I'm really excited to see how you do with this spine angle retention. And after you get done practicing, I'm excited to see your next video. So good luck, and we'll talk to you soon, and I can't wait to see your next video.